Caylee Hammack in the studio with us. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
Good morning. And congratulations on it's been 5 years.
5 years. Yeah.
5 years since the first album, and now here we are. I mean, it better be good. I guess 5 years.
Yeah, I agree. It better be good.
I have been listening, and it is good. It's interesting because you found this tempo spot, like it's a sweet spot. Like I was just telling Carson, I said, you know how Maroon 5, they have this mid-tempo thing that they do better than anybody? I'm like, Caylee found her spot.
Oh, thank you.
Like there's a nice little tempo thing that you kind of, you found your groove and you just own it.
I don't know if it was by purpose more so than me just kind of finger picking, and for some reason I line up in the same little spot when I'm starting these ideas. But one thing I love is when an album, I think of Sheryl Crow, her albums make me want to put the window down and put my hand out the window on a sunny day and just ride the wind.
I could do that with this album.
That's what I wanted to kind of encapsulate, and also just kind of, I don't know, at 30 years old, I have went through a lot of different heartbreak and losses, but also beautiful moments and lessons and good love. And so I kind of just wanted to encapsulate that into something that cohesively you want to listen to the full record, and there's no like big bumps or speed bumps along the way.
I forget, Big D. I forget that she talks in song verses.
Oh, yeah.
Like I
love you guys
It's been so long
so
since you've been
much.
hanging out with us, but like you do, like you're saying things, and I'm like, oh, there's
Even the poetry of I've been through heartbreak, but it was good love. And I go, that
Yes.
just rolled off your tongue?
Caylee, no one talks like that.
No.
Okay.
Okay,
so
ball of
just
sunshine.
dumb it down for us.
Caylee
Just a
Hammack
touch.
Shakespeare.
Heartbreak bad, songs hope good.
Even that's better than I could do.
Caylee Hammack. The album is called Bed of Roses. We're going to listen to some of it on the way next with Caylee. Hang on. Caylee Hammack coming in with, I'm pretty sure that's not her real hair, but
No.
it's a
beautiful.
beautiful red hair.
It's all fake. It's a wig.
Yeah, but you like when you're a redhead, like, do you feel that you have to fight that? Like people just immediately go, "Oh, she's a redhead. She's got a temper.
She's fiery."
You
Oh,
don't.
I love it. I feel like it kind of gives me an excuse. One of my best friends growing up, she was redheaded, and I remember everyone, she'd get a little snappy about something, and people would go, "She's a redhead. You got to kind of expect it." And I was like,
Oh, we
"Wait a
can
minute,
get
what?
away with
Is this like a cheat code to being a little like more sassy and getting away with
Yeah,
it?"
you can get away with stuff. There's so many great songs on this album.
Thank you so much. The cool thing about that song that I haven't got to tell really anyone, but I guess I can, we'd sent that one off to Toby Keith and asked right before he passed away, and he had said yes, and I had just sent him the tracks, and then he passed away, and it was a heartbreak. But I do feel as if it's fitting that one of the last songs he recorded was "Ships That Don't Come In."
Yes.
And anyways, yeah, but I always think of him when I hear that song now. But hopefully he would have, supposedly he liked it, but
What
I
is
hope
this-
other folks like it too.
But what's the song on there that had that kind of that cool like?
Bread and butter,
Yeah,
probably.
There's no way. Did you get that from that?
If I can get someone dancing in their driver's seat,
I'm
like,
dancing right now.
one of my favorite things in the world is passing people in rush hour traffic when you could get ticked off about anything and seeing people just jamming out in their own concert. I think it's one of my favorite things is noticing people doing that, because I'm like, that's just pure joy. And that's kind of what we want in these up-tempo, kind of more positive songs on the record. It's like you want to create solace in the sad songs, and you want to create a happy fever in the happy ones.
The album's called Bed of Roses, 5 years after her debut album, and it is good. We'll come back with more with Caylee Hammack, and there's an accompaniment with this album that I don't think I've ever heard of someone doing before. We'll talk about that next. Hang on. Caylee Hammack in the studio with us. Album Bed of Roses is out 5 years after their debut album, and I know you're talking about how that it's got a little accompaniment with this. Is this a smutty book? Is this a what? What is the
okay.
book? What is this?
It's not fairy smut, which I know is all the craze right now, but I didn't have enough time to really build a universe and the magical properties
So no
around it.
omegas?
No.
Okay.
In this one, it is a
Thank
small...
you, Carson. Not sure.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry, girls know.
Yeah,
We
just
know.
jump in at any time, please.
Sadly, so does Girl Dad.
Yeah, if you know what book talk is, you know what we're
Yeah.
talking about here. But I would say that it was one of these situations where I write a song that has a lot of sad songs. And as someone who needs a happily ever after sometimes and needs to know that by the end of certain books, when I pick it up and I start reading it, they're going to be happy together at the end. Two people will be because they were written for each other. And I don't know. I've read a lot of romance novels where it's very feisty and, schmutty. But the thing is, my mom has got to read this book, so I kind of try to keep a few of the sex scenes smaller.
Not even.
I don't even know if I can say that word on here.
Your mom is.
Bleep it out.
She's read all that.
Oh, I know. I used to sneak some of hers.
Dude, me too. I would open it
Even
up.
the titles were scandalous.
Dude, we would be like, we had just gotten home from church, and I'd see it on the thing, and I would go over there and I'd be like, heaving, what are we even doing, Mom?
Okay, we did have a conversation right before I talked to the literary agents as we're kind of coming up with this concept, and they said, okay, what's some no-goes for you? And I was like, I want to stay away from the words maybe. Some of these words that are used in certain ways in some of the books I've read.
Yes.
And I said, just for the first one, maybe just a little bit more
Tinker.
PG-13 R versus NC-17.
Okay.
Wee.
Wee-wee. Pee-pee.
Oh, those things.
Yeah, that feels safer, doesn't it?
I agree.
And yeah, just as sexy.
I think you should have. Should Carson read your book? Could she be your audio for this? We could put it up on
Carson
Audible.
does audiobooks. That's true.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
do.
she should totally be doing it. You can put this on Audible, and she can do it, and she'll do it the way you want. If you want it to be
Have you
sexy,
done kind of
she
a
will.
sexy book before?
Should we do a dramatic reading at some point?
I would love to do that. Yeah,
I'll talk like the man.
We'll put the echo on and
Best I
everything.
can.
Yes, hey.
Oh my God, yes.
It'd be great. It'd be so. How do the people get the book with the album? Is that how this works? Are they separate?
You know what? I'll be honest. My lawyer, when we were kind of setting this up, he was like, I've talked to 22 lawyers, and I don't know how to set up this contract. And we're kind of in the same situation marketing-wise. I wrote the book in 2.5 months from the first idea to the final edit. And so we are hastily printing it right now. But we have the audiobook coming. We have an ebook coming the day of the album.
Okay.
And they sit hand in hand. They walk hand in hand. So if you listen to the album front ways through, you get the developing story of where I am and the lessons that I've learned. If you listen to the album in reverse, you get the story of Sam in Homestead in the novel Bed of Roses.
What?
So that was kind of that was the idea. But I hope,
That's cool.
listen, if you want to support a young female country artist who's really, really trying, please, God, go to Goodreads and give me reviews, because that has put the fear of God in me. Everyone's like, if you get bad Goodread reviews, it really hurts your book. And I'm like, what's Goodreads?
Oh,
So,
okay. All right. So
Y'all
go there
there.
and give it
if you
a
want
good
to go
thumbs
on
up.
Yelp, give me a great review.
Yes.
But yeah, read it, and I hope it's something that makes you smile.
The album is called Bed of Roses. It is out. You can get all the information on this. Just Google Caylee Hammack, redhead who wears a wig, and that can't possibly be your real hair. It's impossible. No way. I don't believe it at all.
It's beautiful.
So congratulations. 5 years, and here we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bed of Roses by Caylee Hammack, everyone.
All right. Well, that was great. That was good. You did good.
Thank you.
I have
You
no
were-
idea what it was because this is taped afterwards, but
You were amazing, though.
Thanks. Appreciate it.